Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of HPL Game of the Week. Today, we have the ACC Championship on tap between the Miami Hurricanes of Long Live the Sauce and the Clemson Tigers of Arbales. So joining me in the booth tonight here is former head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Heredia. This game being played in Charlotte, North Carolina. Talk to me about the outlook of the game.
I feel like this is just a BTA. I think Sauce is gonna win this game pretty handily here. Is this the Big Ten? Is this a championship game?
ACC championship.
Yeah, ACC championship game. That's a Big Ten. Yeah, ACC championship. I think Sauce comes out on top here. I think he wins by at least maybe 50, maybe 40, but you never know. Something magic could happen here.
I do want to take a look real quick at the CFB playoff picture because that is all important. There's Clemson sitting at a 7, Miami sitting at a 4. This might be a loser is out situation. Yeah, Clemson has a better shot. If Miami loses this game, they're probably more than definitely out. But if Clemson loses this game, they probably might. Well, I don't know. They might stick in. But we shall see. As currently USC at 9-3 is slated as the final team in after their win against Ohio State. We can look at the top 25. Well, actually, we can look at the results of the games from earlier. I do know that Ole Miss was able to knock off Florida to win their 4th straight SEC championship, and Oregon blows past Penn State to win probably their 4th Big Ten championship in a row, and Clemson Miami. And then following this, we have not following this game directly, but the last game for this week is a do-or-die situation for Kansas State. They lose this game, they're more than likely out, playing South Florida, a team that came into their home stadium and took them down. So that's the outlook so far.
What is the record for Kansas State?
They are they're 10-2. But we've seen the Big 12 title game loser be knocked down way too low. I think Electric was also one of those teams in previous seasons that had a win and get in Big 12 title games, and he was able to take down Red Flag Boise. So we'll get back to this game. First play is a little RPO behind the line, goes for a gain of 1. And now 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I think Arbales he has to switch up a lot of his offense. I feel like he has to throw a lot of mixed bag tricks here. I feel like Sauce's defense is one of the better ones in the league, and he's being able to hold people's offenses to like under 20 points probably most of the season. So
Vanessa drops back, scrambling. He takes the drag, hit hard, gain of 7 on the play. Bring up 3rd and short. But yeah, like we said, Miami playing with their backs against the wall here tonight. They were favorite. I set the line, I believe it's 7.5. So I do think that Miami gets the job done here tonight. But you never know. Clemson, America's sweetheart from last season's playoffs, took down back-to-back wins against Oregon and Ole Miss before being upended in the semifinals by the eventual national champion South Florida. Clemson has been known to get hot later in the year, so we'll see what they got on 3rd and 2. Dropping back Vanessa. He's going deep. He's got a man wide open. Wilkins makes the grab. Kenny with a foot race, pulled down inside the 10 at the 7. And a huge play for Clemson.
I thought that was going to be a touchdown. He's wide open. He just maybe it's a little too far out in front, because man, that would have been a touchdown. It was just blown coverage there.
Blown covered by the Hurricanes. I saw someone sitting open at the 1st down mark, and I wondered why he didn't take it, because he saw someone else wide open. They're going to line up in a pistol full house formation. They're going to hand. No, they're not. They're going to fake it. And they'll throw the fullback out of the flat. Piddle makes a man miss it. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, that's Poole, not Piddle. Poole gets into the end zone, and Clemson strikes first in Charlotte.
Oh, this is like I said, he kind of, in the first drive of the game, I thought it's also just filling him out, but I mean, Wow, he didn't really run the same play back to back, and I don't think Sauce expected a deep pass there. That's what caught him off guard and his touchdown. So
yeah. Clemson likes to run a lot of power formations, a lot of stacked backfields, and that's what they get out of that there, the play-action rollout pass to the left for Vanessa, one of the better quarterbacks in the country in his senior season, the Alabama native, trying to go out with a bang at Clemson University as the kickoff will be fielded in the end zone, not taken out. So 2 Alabama natives here. We'll go to the other one, Don Juan, the sophomore standout, taking a big jump in production this year as he will lead the Hurricanes out here for their first offensive play. I think that the one of the keys for Clemson today is going to be covering Booker T, and that is something that is going to be crucial for the Hurricanes as Vanessa dropping back. Oh, he's going deep right to it. First play of the game. Got a man down there, and he makes a play on the receiver, not on the ball. Booker T wanted the call there for PI, but instead it's 2nd and 10. As I think me and Heredia both saw, with the Miami came out 3 wide receivers stacked to the left. Clemson did not have the personnel, but they switched last second to get a safety over there.
Yeah, luckily they made that switch. That would have been a wide open touchdown. Oh boy, they made that switch last second.
And Don Juan, middle of the field open. Cash going to be brought down. Gain of 6. Not a bad run, but now 3rd and 4. And Clemson has a big opportunity to try to get them off the field. See what the offense comes out in here on 3rd and 4.
I mean, if Clemson get a stop here, Sauce is around middle. Actually, no, he's not in the middle. I thought he was in the middle. I thought he would go for a 4th down.
Sets up an important 3rd down call.
3rd down and 4. Coverage close to the line. Clemson going to make an adjustment. So will Don Juan. Dropping back, looking to throw. That's a beautifully executed route tree. Did he get pushed back behind the marker? They give him forward progress in the 1st down. That was almost catastrophe as the receiver kept fighting and he got pushed back behind, but they rule forward pass, or forward, whatever they call it. Oh, dangerous!
Oh my God!
Knocked away.
I'm not sure how that wasn't a pick. I feel like he undercut him and he just went right in front of the defender.
Well, to be fair, it's a decent throw by Don Juan to put it on the outside shoulder where only his guy can get it, but that's a nice play by the DB to knock it out. On 2nd and 10, Don Juan dropping back in shotgun formation, looking. He's got Booker T one-on-one. Can Don Juan make the throw? Knocked away again.
This Clemson
that
defense.
Is 2 huge pass breakups by that young man over there on the 2 deep shots to Booker T thus far, and now he's got Miami in a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Clemson, I mean, I'm kind of shocked. They're kind of holding this Miami offense, and I don't know, they're not really running the ball like they usually have in the past.
We'll see what the Hurricanes come up with here. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Don Juan dropping back. It's going to be a screen pass. It was snipped out. That's a nice block, but Cash going to get pulled down after a gain of 4. Now on 4th and 6, near midfield. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field here for Miami.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind this call. I feel like you're in the middle of the field. I don't know if their kicker is really that good, and I feel like this is opportunity that you need to take here.
4th and 6. Clemson backs off a little bit here. Dropping back is Don Juan. Dropping back. Bad throw to Booker T. He makes the grab! Booker T comes back and gets it. He's going to run it all the way in the end zone. And a catastrophe for Clemson. And Miami is an extra point away from tying the game.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, like it was a good play call. I feel like going for it went well and got a touchdown from it.
I mean, if you're Clemson, I know that's just frustrating to give up there. It's a red throw from Don Juan off his back foot under pressure. Booker T comes back and your DB just doesn't follow him.
Yeah.
And then you can't tackle him in open field, and it's a tie ball game. We'll see if that is enough momentum for this Hurricane defense to get going for Veniza. Single back formation. Motions a man out wide. They're going to send him back in. Dropping back, looking, gonna scramble, gonna run with it. Veniza gets a block. Veniza pulled out of bounds near the marker, gets a gain of 9. Vizina, I've been saying that wrong the whole game. Vizina's his name, not Veniza. Vizina.
I mean, yeah, can Sauce get a stop here? This Miami defense
London playing
line.
close to the line of scrimmage. Vizina gonna scramble again, but this time there's pressure and he's got to throw it away.
I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option.
On 3rd and 1, what can they do?
Yeah, I mean, this one here would be like a huge stop for this defense. I mean, you're going to what, 4 and out? Like, they're not moving through. They can't really. I mean, they could go for it, but a stop here would be huge.
And coming out of 4-4. Direct snap to Westco Jr., and it was beautifully set up. And that's enough for a first down, his first rush of the game.
I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like that was too tricky. It kind of tricked my eyes. I think that should be there.
Okay, well, a play that Sauce is all too familiar with in a couple other leagues. The direct snap works to a T. Vizina stopping like he's going to throw deep. This time he takes more on the crosser and he gets a gain of 6. That's a nice play to extend the... Well, that's a nice job to extend the play by Vizina there with pressure in his face to get that ball out and accurately to his guy.
Yeah, that was a really nice play. He made a stop at correction and just with patience. I think I would have probably threw a pick there in that situation. That's why I'd be tired now. Good boy.
Vizina on 2nd and 4, dropping back. Instant pressure. Instant block shed. Lucky to get that ball out into the turf. Major Richard there. Now on 3rd and 4. The left tackle just got absolutely mauled off the ball there.
This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Really did. Just broke it instantly. Just instant pressure basically as soon as they snapped the ball.
Here comes Vizina on 3rd and 4. Trying out different looks. Yeah, stay with throwing it. Got a man. Does it get in it? No, he does not. He's not able to stay in bounds, and on 4th and 1. Clemson now has a big decision to make. They will go for it. We look at the playoff bracket. Ole Miss will jump to the 1 line after their ACC championship win. Halfback screen, and it's beautiful play call again. Westco Jr. has some space down the sideline, pulled down at the 33. It's a beautiful job blocking there to get that yard. That's a risky throw behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and 1, but that's a good job by the blockers out to the right to stick with their assignment. And Clemson has a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson's doing a really nice job of offense. Just kind of mixing up, not keeping it too obvious of what they're doing.
The RPO, they'll hand it this time. Poole's got some space to go. He gets a first down. Glenn Poole with a big carry.
Yeah, it's just a nice little run, nice RPO, nice run to get the first down. Just nice plays from this Clemson, just taking their time.
A nice job blocking there. There's a lot of time what you'll see on the RPOs, the run option gets snuffed because the blocks don't hold. That's a good job by Clemson. Yet again, the blocking here has been superior for the Tigers.
Now, do they snap the ball or do they wait?
We'll see if they snap it. Maybe trying to get the defense in a look that they like. They will take the snap. Vizina dropping back. Vizina, and another smart decision as time runs out on the first quarter. Gain a stick and will flip the field. Clemson is in the red zone to start the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I mean, has there been really like a crazy when it gets to 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5? this Clemson team just finds a way to get the first down.
Vizina dropping back again. Vizina going to take the drop route there to Wilkins for another first down.
Another first down from this Clemson offense.
But now it gets difficult because if you're a passing offense, once you get inside the 10, once you get in these goal-to-go spots, there's not a lot of space to make plays. So it sometimes can be difficult for a team that likes to go to the air to punch this ball in. But we'll see if Clemson has that trouble on their first trip to the red zone here today. Vizina dropping back. He's going to step up and scramble. Major Richard behind him. He misses the tackle. And Vizina's going to get tackled into the end zone. Touchdown Clemson. They regain the lead.
Just a nice run from Vizina. He breaks the tackle and just bang. There's a lot of confidence here in this quarterback.
Yeah, after the big play by Major Richard on the other side of the field, he can't bring the quarterback down. Well, he did bring him down, but it was in the end zone. Huge missed tackle there. And once again, Clemson is in control of this game as they will boot the ball back to Miami.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully this Miami team could, go down and score. Clemson has a lot of momentum right now. Just scored back-to-back drives. Just took their time. Their 3-minute drive. They just really didn't find anything to stop the offense yet for Miami. Oh, here comes the Wildcat. Here we go.
Here we go. Wildcat formation that Sauce has made ever so polarizing. They're going to pitch it. And he's got one-on-one, and wow, what a masterful job by Ashton Hampton to bring him down.
Yeah, usually those Wildcats are just, there's a huge yards gain, and that was a loss of one. I haven't seen that all season when I've watched these Miami games, so that was something.
Well, it's also a personnel thing. Remember, Miami lost Baxter and CJ2K last year. That was what made the Wildcats so hard to stop. Now these new backs, it's not been as big of a part of their game plan. As Don Juan dropping back to throws a crosser, and it's knocked away. Lashley can't hang on, and now it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, like you said, like last season, like this offense was primarily run on CJ Junior, whatever his name was, and like just the Wildcats in the running. And I think this season, as you see, like it's just a lot. It's been passing the ball more. It's not something he's super used to, but I mean, this is something a little different this season compared to past seasons with Miami team.
3rd down and 11. Quick crosser, first down. Millie, good job by Miami. What a play call there. As they're able to isolate that defender where he had to make a decision, and it left a guy open. So we'll get a fresh set of downs here. They're going to hurry up here. Send Lashley over to the left side. Split him 2 wide. Handoff goes to Cash around the outside. Can he break the corner? Yes, he does. He gets pushed out near the first down marker. 2nd and inches to follow.
Yeah, it's just such a smart play there, and the hurry up and no hurdle because the defense was had him in a good spot, and bang, just another 9 yards, 2nd and inches now. This is what I think Miami was holding back a little bit in offense. I think they're starting to lock in now. They're just doing stuff they're used to, familiar with.
Second down after that run.
So 2nd and inches. Clemson coming out in 3 with a 3-man front. And yeah, Don Juan just going to take the snap and fall forward towards the first down marker. Clock ticking now inside of 4 minutes. Miami just they have the game in their control right now, in my opinion. If they can try to run this clock down to where this is the last possession, they do get the ball back to start the 2nd half, as we see some Wildcat once again. Dawson, the man in the backfield to take the snap. Cash going to be sent in motion. They'll give it to him again. Cash breaks the edge. Cash making man miss. Gets pulled down after a gain of 8.
Yeah, they're holding that Wildcat run. I know they don't have the personnel like they used to, but they're holding it pretty well. Usually with other people, I mean, that still gets like 20, 30 yards per play. I mean, this is really good defense from this Clemson team, and yeah, I feel like you don't want to waste too much time here. You want to make it the last possession, of course, but you don't waste too much time and be forced to do something crazy. As they come back out, I guess I'm out.
Motion. Defense will have to adjust.
Yeah, Wildcat again. They're going to take the dive once again. And this is something that Miami has a specialty in. A plethora of running backs available. That's his first carry for a first down. You see the rushing stats with Banks with 2,800 yards, and the next closest guy is 1,600. We're seeing another Wildcat here. Some more Wildcat cheese. Maybe they found something that works. Cash going to be motioned out to the right. Blast for Dawson. Dawson has some green, makes a man miss, pulled down at the 21.
Yeah, the Wildcat, it looks like it's working right now. I feel like this team might run it down to the 2-minute warning here. Just, settle down. Don't want to snap the ball and just waste the play. Not sure, though. That's a Wildcat. This is what we'd like to see.
This time it'll be Cash running this in the spot of the quarterback to receive the snap, it appears. They will snap it. Cash with the blast. And he's going to get pulled down past the first down marker for a gain of 8. That will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, this is very important for both teams. If you're Miami, you want to get this last possession. You want to score a touchdown here. But if you're Clemson, knowing they get the ball back, you don't want them to double dip if they have a chance to. You know what I mean? So you want to get a stop here, at least 3 points. You want a touchdown here from Miami at all. So this is big from both teams. He's just running back and forth cardio.
And he knocked the Cash inside zone, sniffed out.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Sorry, I'm getting notifications.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want
second down.
Third and long. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back.
Oh, Cash has the corner. Cash makes a man miss, and he's pushed into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Conference championship pressure. They just grind away. Beautiful execution.
I thought the spin move was going to hurt him, but he got there. So it's a minute and 22 seconds left. That's what you wanted to waste as much time as you possibly can from this offense. Hopefully, 3 timeouts left. Clemson can score. They won't double dip here.
Yeah, like we said, we don't think that Clemson is in the worst case scenario. Because now they have a minute 20 to get some points back on the board. And a game that has not had a big defensive play yet. We'll see if Miami can get it. They need it here desperately as the defense has been struggling. I'd say more so Clemson. As Vizina dropping back to throw. Oh, he's got pressure. Scrambling around in the back of the end zone. Makes the catch, but he doesn't get the feet down. I think he was trying to throw that away. Doing a heck of a catch. But couldn't get the feet down for a second man.
Eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
I'll be right back in 2 minutes.
We go with a direct snap.
All right, direct snap to Wesco Jr. And 3rd and 4. Clock will continue to run.
Offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance in a really nice game.
All right, so on 3rd and 4. Clock running now under a minute. Vizina dropping back. Vizina's got some pressure in his face. Vizina gonna throw it, and he's got a man. Timeout, Clemson. What a play by Cade Vizina. That is elite pocket presence there.
They spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm
Just
by
impressive,
throwing together
really.
throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially
now,
on third down.
Clemson
Get him the
first and
ball.
downs at the 38.
On 1st and 10 here, we're
As
going to
Vizina
throw
drops
the ball.
back to throw, looking to throw, looking to throw. Vizina gonna scramble with it, get pushed out of bounds at the 46.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here's the Vizina now on 2nd and 2. 26 seconds left. Got some time here to play with. Don't want to take an insane shot, get picked off though.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Dropping back to throw, rolling, gets a block. That's impressive. He gets it out to Westco and gets across the 50. That is just, that's something else to be able to pick up a block in that scenario. I feel like I never am able to get a block in that
All
scenario.
the time in the world sitting back in that pocket allows him to scan the field and be able to
As
find the
Miami
open receiver.
pass rush has been better. They've been causing some pressure. They just can't get the guy down.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. And looking to throw
Dropping
down
back.
on
Oh,
1st
here
down.
comes the pressure. Vizina
wide open.
put to the other crosser. And a first down and timeout Clemson. And now they are well within their range to kick a field goal if they want it.
Now, do you want to just take some shots at the end zone here? You still got one timeout left. Do you just want to burn that timeout or take some shots to the end zone here? Or I don't know. I don't want to risk a shot down the field, a pick six happening or something, because you have points no matter what right now at this position if you're Clemson.
Yeah, but you also got to think your defense hasn't been able to get a stop so far today. You get a field goal here, and you might be looking at a 4-point deficit. But they're going to take the crosser to Vizina. Can he get a block? Can he get a block? He's going to the end zone. He's knocked out of bounds at the 2.
Now, you want to... I've been caught out off guard with these situations here before. I tried to... 4 seconds,
They're
2
going to go
seconds,
for
try
it.
to run the ball.
4
Yep.
seconds left. Got to be something quick. RPO! Can he get the beat in? No, he
He doesn't
can't.
get it.
Oh my
He
goodness,
doesn't get it.
Hanfin can't stay in
I mean,
bounds.
do you take your 3
Second
points or
and
do you
goal
go
from
for
the
it?
1. No, we're going for this. This is a hard field goal at this angle. I think you got a better shot at scoring.
Oh, wait. Oh my God, I thought the game quit up.
That is just frustrating for Clemson.
Man,
They
they're going for
keep
it.
the offense on the field.
Oh, time out. Made them think about it. I love it.
That
Good
is a
boy.
good strategy by Miami. Okay. Good boy. Well, what do you think here? This has got to be a good 2-point conversion play, essentially, is what you got to run. And
Yeah, they have to
they already used their 2-point conversion play and timeout
Oh,
for
he's
Clemson.
thinking about it.
He read the
Oh.
pressure coming down on him, and he knew that was not going to be good if he threw that ball out there.
He's shivering in his boots right now.
I don't know. I just think 3 points here is just not going to help you. And also, the angle. I think this is the most missed field goal in the game. It's got to be. From this angle.
I think, yeah. That's really a hard angle, but I think if I'm in this position, I'm taking my 3 points just in case.
Vizina. Can he get a throw off?
No, he got
He has
there!
a man! Touchdown,
Oh my
Clemson!
Touchdown!
He ran the stick and nod concept, and the little cut gets open, and Clemson has an emphatic touchdown to go to the locker room with.
Dude, this is like the best case scenario for Clemson and the worst case scenario for Miami. Like, now, you really don't have a chance. I mean, you kind of still do have a chance to ever did, but like, now that advantage is not there no more. That stop was huge and needed, and oh man, that sucks. I probably would have.
That was crucial for Miami.
Yeah, that was just something. Oh my God.
It's just a gut-wrenching thing to give up for the Hurricanes. As if you stop him there, you have all the momentum. But Clemson is riding it out. But you still have the ball with a chance to go down and tie the game in a game that has seen no defensive stops thus far in the first half. Flawless first halves, well, almost flawless first halves for both offenses. I'm sure that the TV ratings are going up as we speak. So we'll see which defense is going to strike first. I think that's really going to come down to what the game's going to come down to is what defense can get to stop first. Oh, Booker T has a step on him. Booker T, Washington's wide open, and he's going to get pulled down at the 16. Big play to start the half. That is just what you needed for Miami. It's what the doctor ordered, if you will. And the Braves are up 1-0. Let's go. Hand off to Cash. Cash makes a three guys missing. Dives in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
That's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield.
Well, all the momentum has just shifted back to Miami. We are knotted at 21 once again. And an emphatic march down the field by the Hurricanes did not take but 32 seconds. My mom turned me on. Oh, man. Unfortunate. So this ball will boot back to Clemson.
He thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line.
This is coming down to the wire here in a game that could define both of these guys' seasons as a success or failure. Miami definitely playing for their season. Clemson probably played for their season too. The crosser gets a gain of 9, something that has been very successful for the Tigers thus far. Those little crossers. Now they're going to run a play action out of it. Takes the fullback flat, and he can't get the feet in bounds again. So it'll be 3rd and inches. They're going to run hurry up here, though. Miami going to roll a safety down the box. Looks like handoff will go to Wesco Jr. Breaks a tackle. There's a flag on the play. He's still up, and he's going to get hit down near the 40, and the flag is a hold on Clemson. That is not what you needed, and now that takes a first down and puts you back at 3rd and 8.
Will try to convert a 3rd and 1 from the 27.
This is the break the Miami defense has desperately needed this whole game. Can they capitalize on 3rd and 8? Play clock under 10. Rosina will roll back to throw. Looking. Got some pressure. Takes the crosser. And he's going to get pulled down after a gain of 3. And on 4th and 5 from the 30. The analytics say punt. But will they punt? Yes, they will. Miami has gotten the first stop of the day, barring a fake field goal of some sort. Or a fake punt of some sort. That punt will roll to the 39. So Miami with a emphatic start to the second half. And I'm sure Heredia is going to come back really confused. This game has been flipped on its head. Comes Don Juan. He will hand to Cash. Cash with a few blocks. Gets pulled back down at the 46 for gain of 7. Don Juan takes the run. He's going deep to Booker T, but it's inaccurate, and it looks like it was almost grabbed by the Miami Hurricanes mascot down there. But on 3rd and 3, Clemson, if they can force Miami to lose yards here, probably can get a stop. But I would imagine Sauce would keep the offense on the field at anything inside 4th and maybe 5.
It sets up a 3rd down and 3.
It'll be an option. Don Juan. He'll pitch to Cash. Cash with the 1st down and more. He has some room to run, and he's going to make a man miss. Makes another guy miss. Davius Cash is going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown Miami, and they take the lead. What a run as he cashes it in, and Miami is on top for the first time today. Unbelievable. Those are the plays you need this late in the game, and Miami now controls their own destiny here in Charlotte, which is something that they have not been doing all day long. And another quick 3-play, 34-second drive there is all it takes. So if you're Clemson, this is the drive. You have to respond.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there.
And here comes Christopher Vezina in a drive that could very well define his legacy here at Clemson. And he's going to have to get rid of it on the first play.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic, potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next game.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
And to Wilson Jr. going nowhere. Artavius Jones in the backfield. And a 3rd and long for the Clemson offense, who desperately needs this conversion. Where did Heredia go? I think the Clemson fans would desperately want him back in the booth.
Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense.
Vezina. He goes straight to the seam, and it's open 1st down Clemson. Big play there for the Tigers, and you feel like a metaphorical weight lifted off of Clemson's shoulders there. As Vezina going to roll out, going to scramble, and he takes the out route again, the crosser for a gain of 4. Ronnie Hannafin on the reception.
Great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down.
Vezina going to roll out right again. Pressure. Throwing intercepted. Patterson, the big name for the Miami defense, gets the play the Hurricanes have lacked on defense all night. And who else would it be but the safety turn middle linebacker, Zaquan Patterson. And Miami has control of this game now fully. So on a Wildcat formation, Cash will keep it. Cash breaking around the outside, picks up a block, pulled down at the 35.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with
that is brutal for Clemson.
the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Davius Cash trying to carry the load. Pause here in the third quarter. As we see, he gets the handoff again, breaks 2 or 3 tackles before being pulled down at the 30.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Don't play. Let's go. So on 1st and 10, they're certainly comfortable to let this clock melt down as far as possible. As a field goal, even a field goal here gets them up 2 possessions. As Don Juan gets the handoff to Cash, he's beat pulled down for going 4.
Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 6, going in formation.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
Toss to Cash. Breaks outside, and he's going to get past the line of scrimmage, pulled down after a gain of 2.
Limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
You can hear the Clemson chants in the crowd desperately calling for a rally by the Tigers. On the defensive side of the ball, they need it bad. Don Juan gonna send a man in motion. It will be Booker T on the toss. Good job by Clemson to get there on the outside, and on 4th and 5, the clock will run down on. I don't think Miami will opt to go for another play. They might. They're going to send the offense out here, maybe just trying to get a look. Maybe if they can catch Clemson napping. Well, they won't even get the chance to do that. 4th quarter, Miami leads by 7 inside the 25, at the 25. And a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. But they are not going to take a field goal. The offense is going to stay out here. Miami lives and dies by this aggressive play style. We'll see if Clemson can get the crucial stop and make them regret this decision. Don Juan, it's the pitch option. Can they cover it? Can they bring it down? They do! Clemson gets the stop! And they give the ball back to their offense. Jared Jackson makes the tackle on Cash. Jackson's had a huge game for Clemson thus far. Perhaps the only defensive highlight for the Tigers. And Vizina going to step out and throw to Moore for a gain of 9. And this is the legacy drive for the Clemson Tigers. I mean, even if they stay in the playoffs after losing this game, they most definitely would probably squander home field advantage away. As Vizina. Power formation. Play action out of it. And he's got Poole again. This is a play that scored the first touchdown of the game. And it goes for big yardage down to the 46. I'm going to try a more spread look on defense. Clemson looking to their sideline. Trying to in the call, and it's who jumped? I think it was Clemson. It was Clemson. False start. That's huge.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Here comes Vizina. Crowd getting into it. Hand off to Wesco. Wesco picks up a block, and he is shoulder checked after a gain of 7 by Lawrence London. Good job by Bryant Wesco to hang on to the ball there. It's a nasty hit. It's the type of football Miami popularized in the 90s with guys like Warren Sapp and Ray Lewis and Ed Reed manning the orange and green. So I was trying to bring that back. Vizina, he gets hit as he throws, and it results in a bad throw. Good job to hang on by Hannafin, but it'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Oh, life came back to an interesting game.
Yeah, so Miami took 2 plays and scored, and then they got a stop, then scored again, then got a pick, and then went for it on 4th and 5 and couldn't get it. So that's how we got to the spot that we currently sit at with 4:40 to go. Miami sends pressure. West goes left open. Can he make a man miss? Can he turn on the Jets? West go inside the 20, inside the 10, pulled down at the 5.
Wow, walking back and Clemson is down the field. They're just. Was there a fumble in the play? Oh, 4-5, you said, right? No, that's 4-5. So they're taking this opportunity really well. So
Miami, instead of opting for the field goal and making a multiple score game, decided to push their luck for it, and it backfired. Vizina. Miami's throwing all kinds of different pre-snap movements. That's a QB blast. Vizina, he's pulled down at the 1. I looked like he was going into the end zone there. And Jamison can't get over the line of scrimmage. He does get over the line of scrimmage there. And they're going to shift the play out left. Vizina going to take another QB blast, and he picks up a block. Touchdown, Clemson, and they're an extra point away from tying the game. His second rushing touchdown of the game. Certainly a drive that Clemson definitely needed, and now the pressure is on Miami with 3:46 left in this game. Playing for their season, can they get it done?
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. We'll call for the fair catch here.
There goes my broadcast partner. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cash has some green to work with. Won't get chased down. Touchdown, Miami. I say, there's some people in the league that think college football is dead. It's certainly feeling well and alive here in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. Extra point is good. Miami regains the lead. Wow.
Now they get set to kick it away.
We have the head coach of the Texas A&M Aggies pleading with our Bells to win this game because I believe A&M's the first team out as of now. I don't know how. That's kind of BS. But anyway. So, here comes another situation for Clemson. They've been playing from behind this whole second half. Can they score again? Halfback screen sniffed out at the line of scrimmage. Patterson makes the tackle.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Defense moving to a bunch formation.
So on 2nd and 10. Here comes Clemson.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down.
Vizina scrambling. Takes the crosser again. It's a first down for the Tigers and a gain of 14. Dion Bouye, the in-state product, is able to get the gain necessary for a first down. They're going to run it out to the left.
And he'll set up to throw.
Back in the line, scrambling. He's got nowhere to go. Couldn't pick up the blocks there. Bring up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Second and 10. Vizina goes to the halfback off his back foot. Good throw. Fighting. Gets the yardage. First down.
Anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great.
Now Vizina. He's going deep. He's got a man. Touchdown, Clemson. Wilkins, for the 2nd time today, breaks free down the field, and he punches it in, and Clemson is an extra point away from tying it again.
Dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Woo! Pressure back on Miami.
Kickoff team is on the field. So we'll give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Wow. I'm speechless. What a game we're being treated to here in Charlotte. Probably the best ACC championship game in league history. Magic Don Juan. Hand off to Cash. Cash breaking free, gets the speed. Gonna get out of bounds at the 31 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Canes go hurry up with 2:16 left on the clock. He did get out of bounds. Clock is stopped. They have time. Another inside zone. Cash breaks a tackle. Cash fighting down to the 46. First down, Miami. And that will more than likely take us to the 2-minute warning. Miami, after all the chaos, is in control.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes.
And that's really all you can ask for at this point of the game. And it will be going back to the roots of what made this team successful last year, what got them to the national championship game, the Wildcat. Cash trying to fill the shoes of CJ2K and Baxter, and he splits up the middle for a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Don Juan. Another hand to Cash. And this time, the Clemson defensive line's able to penetrate there. Vic Burley makes the tackle. And on 3rd and 3, the clock will continue to roll now. So on 3rd and 3, play clock is now under 20. You would think that the run would probably be the call, but they don't have Cash on the field. They've got 3 stacked out to the right. Now they're going to change entirely over to the left. Play clock now winding under 4. Got to get the snap off. They do. It's inside zone. Fighting for the marker. He doesn't get there. And now on 4th and 1, Clemson calls timeout. You know, I like the call, but I don't at the same time. It really works out for you if you get the stop. But on 4th and 1, you would think this is almost a gimme. Wildcat formation. Clemson lines up with 3 down linemen. Cash fighting, gets the first down. And he goes down hurt. Nadavius Cash has an issue with his chest, also holding the arm behind his back. Not a good sign for Miami, but he has given his all to this football team here today. So now they'll have to run Wildcat with Dawson taking the snap instead. Sends a man in motion. The jet sweep again. Can he? Oh, he tried to get to the sideline, and he's pulled down inbounds for a loss of 2. And bruised ribs for Nadavius Cash. He will run back onto this field. Well, not on this play. They opt to go with a healthier back. Oh, RPO. He's got some space. Carter's got the first down. He's going to get pulled down in bounds at the 25. Is Miami playing for the field goal here? Or will they try to punch this in? We know they don't like to kick field goals. And they jump offside. Loss of 5, but it actually kind of helps them in this situation as it acts as a free timeout to regroup and get in a formation that they like.
Line getting set up. It's a first down
So with
play.
19 seconds left, Miami needs probably another play to get safely into field goal range. It'll be an option look. Don Juan, he pitches out to Dawson. Dawson doesn't have the speed. He'll get a gain of 1, and he does get out of bounds to stop the clock as you see Brock Stutz warming up, the freshman kicker out of Kentucky. He will more than likely be tasked with winning the game here for the Hurricanes. Unless Miami is able to put up a or unless Miami is able to punch this ball into the end zone.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
14 seconds left. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Motion. Booker T. It's a jet sweep. Booker T has some blocks. Booker T goes down inbounds at the 22. Oh, man. And 3rd and 8 awaits. This is not a situation that either team's really comfortable in. I think that there has been some field goal kicking issues with Miami in the past with 8 seconds left. But this is definitely a field goal situation. Don Juan. Miami jumps off sides again.
Easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Oh my goodness. It is 3rd and 13. That'll push him back 5 yards. Magic Don Juan in a play that could define his career at Miami. Gonna hand it off. And that's a smart play. They only get a gain of 1, but they put field goal up the middle. It'll be 44 yards for the freshman kicker. Will Clemson opt to ice? They won't. And it's no good! Brock Stutz puts it wide left, and Clemson stays alive.
That's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points.
Oh my goodness. It is unreal scenes here in Charlotte. The Clemson faithful going wild.
Lined up, it's first down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here.
And we have free football here today, overtime in Charlotte. Brett Auburn, you are on scholarship for the University of Miami. And Clemson will start with the ball in overtime. This is, I mean, can you be treated to a better game at this point of the season? Christopher Vizina, a name that will no doubt go down in Clemson history, has a chance to add another legacy win to his resume. The crosser makes a man miss. Wilkins gets the first down.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Clemson now operating in the red zone.
Clemson now running up in a power formation. They stack the line to the left. The lone man out right.
On 1st and 10.
Dropping back to throw again. Oh, and the pressure gets to him. Major Richard pulls him down to the backfield.
This defense, after giving up a huge
That's a huge play at this point of the game,
recalibrate and get after that quarterback for that set.
as they're now 18 yards away from the first down marker. Once again, the left tackle, who knows what he's doing. Well, they sent a double team at the guard, actually, and they didn't pick it up. So on 2nd and 18, got to get this ball to the 3 for a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback drops back.
Dropping back, more pressure. Crosser, Hines, first. Well, I almost said first down. Gets a gain of 10. That would have been a first down on a fresh set, but now it's 3rd and 8. And now the Miami faithful cheering on their team. The defense can get a huge stop here on 3rd and 8. RPO out wide, and Miami's all over it. Hannafin can't get the marker, and on 4th and 6 from the 8, oh my goodness, they will march their field goal team out there. It was, I thought for a second that we might see an attempted 4th down conversion. Instead, not an easy field goal, but he will put it through the uprights. Clemson with a 3-point lead. Miami will get this football with a chance to tie with a field goal or win it with a touchdown. And we go. Gonna take a TV timeout. I think all of us need a little bit of an exhale here for this game. This has been a crazy set of turn of events here. Both teams have had golden plays, and both teams have had blown opportunities. You can't ask for more at this point in the game. But, I mean, inside the 25, it is Miami. It is long live the sauce. I think we all know what he's going to at least start the drive in. It is Wildcat formation. Dawson. Jet sweep. Oh, my goodness, he's got Green. First down to the 14. Power I formation. Don Juan now. Handoff up the gut. Rise fighting. Gets a gain of 8. And it is. They are inching ever so closely to the Clemson Tigers' demise. This defense fighting with everything, but they just don't have it. They're gassed. They need something. And 2nd and 2 from the 6, if you're Miami, I don't even think you tease throwing this ball here. I think this is easily a run formation or a run play. And they will run Wildcat. They'll motion Cash out to the right. Cash, blast, breaks the tackle. Miami's in the end zone. And they have won the ACC championship. And they will go back to the playoffs. Unbelievable. Miami in the clutch. Come from behind win to get the job done. They have upset a lot of people in HPL, particularly the ones sitting near the playoff bubble. And that is a heart-wrenching loss for Clemson. I don't know if we'll have another game. I don't know if we'll have another game that eclipses that, but it is HPL, and it is almost officially playoff time. Before we get to any of that, we'll go to Sauce, who is here with me. I don't know if we can get our bells in here or not, but Sauce, it wasn't easy, and it wasn't the blowout that some would have predicted, but you get the job done and go back to the playoffs. What's the feelings that are running through your body and your mind right now?
Relief. Hell of a game. Bales, like, hell of a game. Always a tough one. I mean, back and forth, couldn't stop anything. He kept hitting me with those crossing routes, and I just held it a little like a millisecond too long on the field goal, and I was going brazy when that happened. But hey, we got back onto it. We just pounded the rock. Nevadius Cash just came up big. You know, he's the future. And Booker T. Washington for Heisman. Don Juan. The defense showed up when they needed to, and I held them to a field goal at the end. But man, there's a lot going on right now. ACC champions, Miami, once again, 3 straight.
Yeah, we've talked about the critiques from some of the media and some of the members of the country. They just don't care for this Miami team.
For what?
But I mean, you've done.
We're all running the Wildcat at this point.
You've done what you need to do. You get the job done here today. Will there be any kind of momentum? I say momentum. Will there be any kind of change to the game plan? Because I do know that you will probably more than likely be the 4, and that's not an easy spot to be coming out of. You will probably have to face the 5 seed more than likely. So just talk to me about that. What are you looking forward to there?
I'm looking forward to whoever I play. First season with Miami, we were the 4 seed. We got to the semis, and you know, it really doesn't matter at this point. We're just gonna run the team out there and do what we can. You know, Booker T. Washington, he's down there somewhere. We got to get Cash into the, you know, get some treatment. He's a little banged up, but I mean, he just clutched up. Big time player, big time plays in this big time game. So, you know, we look forward to whomever we play. I want to say Florida's going to be the 5 seed, so I look forward to it if that's the case.
That is going to be another chapter in Florida's second greatest rivalry in this league behind Charlotte.
And I think we're way greater than Charlotte and Florida. I mean, it's big boy football.
I would think so too, but they tend to disagree with me for whatever reason.
Well, people can have their opinions.
Wrap it up here today. Unfortunately, we can't get
big
our
slime
in here. But for Heredia and for myself, we are signing off from Charlotte. We'll see you next time with the Big 12 crown on the line.